First message of the day. There is no one who wants to bow or fight against cruel. So it leaves. As if it's just like a amorphous blob on a speck of just staying there and fucking it leaves like a peasant, like it has lived. Hubefischt. Welcome at night. Glorious to see you here once again. And I don't know if you can tell by the title, but I think we're going to do something very, very interesting. And by that interesting, I mean probably pretty boring because this is Elder Scrolls Online, but it's my baby. I've been here for way too long to abandon such a project of mine. Fucking project of mine? Hell no, I haven't done this in ages. I mean, I love it. I love the game, but at the same time, I think maybe I just burnt myself out on it because I wouldn't say playing it obsessively, but I've just been playing it too long. I've been playing since 2014 during the beta of this game, continuous, up until about maybe a month after the launch of Morrowind. I mean, great game. It just needs content. It's just, ooh, oh my fucking god. Reaches into the mystery bag and pulls out a adventure update. You can see the progress of the treasure hunts and all the failing of Gathapot's webpage. Dragon Pendalia shouts, pointing to the horizon. You scramble the safeties under the dragonflies, low to your ground. Spewing fires that go past high into the air, blocking out the sun. The grayish colored piece roars. Ah! This pawn must be defeated. Doesn't say White Dragon. Ah! Oh, bullshit. Let's see, does that potion purity help me out? Or did I spell it wrong? God damn it. Okay, where's the command at? Please tell me. I must actually get it. Cleansed. Cleanse. Command error, command error. Alright, well, it looks like it's bugged. Great job. Dragon, you managed to break this game already. We have just started. It's so nice to be on such a beautiful character yet again. Although I don't remember my button to actually turn off. What is the controls for turning off the HUD? Oh, it's been so long, I don't remember my commands. Now it's not even bound to anything here. Activity finder, okay. Binding it to 0 it is. Lovely creature. I think it was sit 3 I usually do. Yes, very sensual. Although I wish we could do a camera positional change. Ah, there you go. Debuff and cursor now removed. You have 1+ faith for an hour. Fuck yeah. I'll take that. So God's not even know what to do here. It's been so long. Okay, let's do quests. I actually want to see if this game has actually managed to improve their questing system since I've been here. Now let's go ahead and turn off its music. Because we already got our own. Ooh. And now it just keeps absolutely fucking with it. Come on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that bot today. I think maybe the Gatherbot is sensing that I've become unpardoned with YouTube. And they see me as nothing but a poor swine now. Oh, I just love that fucking summoning sword trick. Then the color palette of the Warden is actually not that bad. It's only if the content in this area is actually difficult. So floaty. We need more of that up close and personal. Ooh, I can't even hear that. Ooh. These ruins belong to me.
You will only join Galgala's collection of puppets.
Mm-hmm.
If we see you again, we will assume you are a vessel of his and kill you on sight. You have been warned.
You've been warned. You're not really helping doing that greedy little fucking face of yours. You're trying to get yourself killed there. Yes, I tell you, you'll do it there, little matey. Yeah, the Captain Jack. Ooh, I would love to steal some of that from you. We hear this guy. You interrupted it. What do you gotta say?
I remember you. You were at Aldrin. Some say you're a friend.
You wish to prove it? What do you mean?
Met some nomad called Xanamu of the Zainab tribe.
Smart man. Told me his tribe has done well dealing with the Outlanders.
We Ashlander. It's up to our leaders to make that decision, but they're still in Aldrin. You could see Xanamu. Tell him you want to work with the tribes. Show us that some outsiders can be trusted.
Tell us the outsiders can be trusted. I take very kindly to that. Maybe you can trade all sorts of variety of narcotics, including skooma, but maybe even a little bit of dabbling in paprika. Potpourri is also my personal favorite. It's actually kind of good to actually check crates now that the housing system out, but that's been fucking ages. Fuck it. So what does he have to offer us? I don't remember where we are on the storyline. I think we left off with... Oh god, it had to be... Maybe with the last... I'm trying to even remember what the hell we did, because it's been, what, 4 or 5 months since we did this? And we still have to talk to Xanamu. We were just there. Well, 6 months ago, but we were just there. So we had to go back. Oh god.
These Ashlanders are fools, stuck in their primitive fictions. Galgala and his curse are supposed to scare me? Ha! Wait, who are you? Why are you speaking to me?
You were just speaking to me. I didn't budge in here. You budged into my personal space.
Well, you're tardy. I sent the others ahead. May as well settle in here. At the rate you move, they'll be back before we finish this conversation. And whose fault is that? Every day that land sits useless. It's my coffers that suffer. I wasn't about to let Theos squander our time entertaining the tall tales of these...
Yeah, of course the undead dragon leaves.
The fewer of these body snatcher fables they hear, the better. Malignant spirits.
Okay, yeah, if you don't tell them what they're actually going to be doing or facing, yeah, you're setting them up for death.
If you'd like to do yours, Valenvarion is to the east.
And he's telling me I'm tardy. Yeah, no doubt about that. It's been close to 6 months. I don't know. Oh, what the hell? Did I just see a dead body appear? Alright, yes, wander off into the lands. Maybe we'll find death somewhere. And actually, while we're doing this, I'm curious. Do the new dungeons actually come in here? Of course, I can't get these level 2 veteran. Oh, interesting. They actually lock the level 2 versions. Yo, that's interesting. I guess that is good that they actually are locking dungeons that are harder for higher level people. Yeah, that makes sense. Because to be honest, people were doing dungeons they didn't have any experience with or didn't have any experience with the game. Yeah, I guess it is a good system. Where else have they changed since I've been going?
Galgala is not a spirit to be taken lightly. Those he sent to Valenvarion are already dead, though their bodies may lie convincingly. Galgala is a body shifter, a spirit who expels living souls and uses their bodies.
It's kind of like the skin changer almost in a sense then.
His spirit is bound to Valenvarion. Once possessed of a vessel, he is free to roam and lure more into his trap.
Yeah, so you just assume that guy is the same as well?
Our wards would not allow evil spirits to enter the camp. Lord Thonlin is simply, as the outside people of Vardenfell would put it, an ass.
I love how he has to like put so much enunciation in that too.
If we knew, Galgala would not still exist. Killing him while he occupies a vessel only frees his spirit. The only answer is to offer nothing to him. Wisdom the man outside does not hear.
I feel like there has to be something to banish him. Maybe a relic he's bound to of some sorts. That has to be like 99% of the treasures here. Ooh, belly netch, although it's strangely high off the ground. So it's like basically a butterfly. You just sit there while it's raising up in the air and you just rip out its innards. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Not a little bit violent at all. Oh god, no. Who the hell reads? Alright. I was never really a big fan of the aesthetics of the Outlands. I mean, it kinda looks nice. Although it reminds me a lot of, what is that? Stone Falls, immensely like this. Although a lot less of drag, I suppose. I'll take that. Although I kind of miss the amount of grind you can get from such of the creatures. Ooh, okay. Decorative ranks too. I actually haven't taken a look inside of my house in a hot second. I'm not sure if I had given anyone editorial commands on it. So it should be okay, I think. I have no freaking clue. I think I may have to change this to, I believe, maybe room roll, because I don't think Elder Scrolls Online, unless you're doing exciting editorial or fuck off with that's done. BGs or anything like that. You might want to get a whole lot of action out of it. I actually wonder if low-end BGs are still a thing. Although I'm not sure if a heavy attack build would be really in the prime top echelons in competitiveness. Everyone would just dodge roll you or bash you halfway through in an animation. And with a tablet of the best of things. I'm actually curious, have you updated this on a hot second? And I prefer this one-handed shield method better than the other one. It's not too bad of a weapon. Again, that 5p set wouldn't be that bad at all. Get that extra weapon damage. I feel like they should double that for heavy attacks. You have to commit to that. Although it may be ripe for abuse then. Right now, as you can see, we got the boots more cold in. Although we do have a light armor piece on and heavy. Yes, of course. Alright, so let's actually change this out then. Because we... should we get Permafrost or the Bear alt? I do fucking love the Bear alt. Let's try that. No, get this one in here. Thank you there. Oh, this one is the physical damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a terribly big fan of this one. I actually wanted to get the other morph where you could actually get a free resurrect every time he dies if you had the alt. Although that one only did magic damage, so it wouldn't really benefit off of things like our Sunder Flame or anything that actually increased damage. Okay, so Belly Netch, we need to get that up there as well. Take a look at this for. Let's get Lotus Flower. Definitely have to have this in a rotation at some point. Let me get that out of there. What does it even do? It's just projectile absorption. Yeah, let's just keep it on there. I love Arctic Blast anyway. Just that free passive damage is beautiful. Although Permafrost is even more ridiculous with that. Although having the bear permanently is pretty damn good too. If the bear had more consistent damage, it wouldn't be that bad. Subterranean Assault or Belly Netch? Oh, shield charge is already maxed out. Oh yeah, you're fine then. Fuck off. Then... no, I don't really need that then. Well, I guess we could get Puncture too. Although we couldn't use that at raids at all. We piss off the tank too much. Oh yeah. Need to level up two-handed as well. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? We're going to have to rely exclusively on Deep Stash to actually do damage then. Yeah, we're still leveling up that too, so why not? Yeah, so not nearly as much damage. But definitely get that little bit of extra defense as well, so you're not nearly as vulnerable to counterattacks. Oh yeah, we need our fucking bear up too. Oh yeah. Fucking love that sexy thing. And it kind of pairs well with the armor too. And his black little feetsies. He's basically a red panda. It's not bad. It's strangely high texture detail though, considering things like that guy's soup bowl back there when he was sitting on the log were completely almost flat looking images. So it's strange how they changed so much. One-handed shield. Going meta builds all of a sudden. I mean, we basically be like a perfect... Ooh, how would I say... supportive DPS. Constantly able to actually do passive damage and debuffing. Because with this little deep stash, you're actually able to slow him down and do an immense amount of damage. Panda will join stream soon. My phone is on like 2%. Oh no, man. Don't tell me yourself. We just doing stupid shit here. Although I am curious about using poisons on this. The heals do nothing. Yeah, things kind of like that kind of make me want to actually permanently cripple myself to some degree. Maybe we need to get rid of the CP points on this guy. Maybe that make it a little bit more challenging. Very good. It stays in the bag. Yeah, cute. Okay. Strange, does no one do low-end content anymore? I feel like there had to be at least some people who are willing to actually sit here and do dungeons. I mean, dungeons are not that bad to have a level. Oh, Elder Scrolls, cool. You say that with mild enthusiasm. I know Elder Scrolls is not usually everyone's forte. I don't know though, I just been kind of wanted to get back into it with the brand new pieces of content they're releasing. It's like what, Clockwork City, the Bloodforge, and Falkreath Keep, plus with the Dragon Bones coming out soon. I mean, yeah, they're releasing a lot of small content that I would expect an indie studio to do. But it's not that bad. I like a lot. It look pretty. I like it. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. It's more of a like a PvP focused game, which is strange considering a lot of this game is like PvE related. But all of the content centered around it is all around that delicious PvP. Although I could not do that at all because this build would get absolutely destroyed. I mean, yeah, this would be a great build. Just fuck around, go around, and start annoying the hell out of people. Use the bear with the blade plus the two-shoulder headpiece. What is it called? Someone's a Daedroth, but I can't remember the name specifically off the top of my head, and I don't know why. It's like the one set I use on all my characters. I do not know why heavy attack builds are my thing. Maybe it just feels more kinetic. I can see it being a thing. There we go, Belly Nut, you need stamina. Ah, thank you, beautiful little creature. And I actually wonder if I could benefit from pet bonuses with the Belly Nudge as well activated. I never realized I can't play it because my computer is complete horseshit. Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. The game like this can be run at extremely low settings and still be working fine. I mean, I was able to run it on a 2005 MacBook pretty damn easily. Although I'm not tripped, that was before the lighting patch. The lighting patch really decimated the FPS in this game. She might have a little bit more trouble. I know they have it working on things like consoles now too. But I have a laptop, so $50 wasted. Well, the computer I was using was a 2005 MacBook laptop. I mean, those things are not meant for gaming in the slightest. Oh god, we got a lot of skill points now. Level 30 hero. I'll take. It looked very nice across my pages. The game's super cheap now too. You get it for like $10. Oh no, that's not with all the DLC the game now has. I don't really need the resource pool. And I probably don't need the healing. Although Lotus Flower actually does heal me up quite a bit. Chance to chill an enemy is 100%, I'll take that. Of snares applied to you, I was like, why would I reduce the snares applied to my enemies? It makes no sense. I don't really need if I need that sneak bonus just yet. And I wouldn't mind actually using these abilities. Fighter's Guild abilities, if you have them slotted on, actually gives you a little bit of extra damage. Which I don't know why. It would be terribly good for us to get the extra stat bonuses. Minor lifesteal. Ooh. Damage to target. Okay, so if I heal somebody, then if somebody attacks them, gives a minor lifesteal. Actually, would be great to keep up a raid a little bit. Reduce the overall need for like passive healing. It would be that bad of an idea. Fuck it, I'll try this for now. I am planning to go back to group, yes. Maybe at some point.
Assuage your doubts, my friend.
Oh god, these guys again.
Is a righteous woman who smites evil with her depth of goodness. She will be fine.
Right.
Fucking god. You could hear that dialogue straining the ever-living soul out of them.
You made it. Lord Thornton ushered us out of the camp so fast we almost didn't get supplies. Bastard threatened to pull our contract if we didn't hurry up. Luckily, this case seems fairly standard. Just some mad spirits we need to put
A spirit called Galgash resides here as well.
We have a name, Galgala. That'll help us call him out. Find out what's ailing him and all that. That'll make things a little bit easier. So long as he's not one of those spirits that tries to possess people or something.
I love how when he tries to laugh, his face is just stone cold, not moving.
Wait, what? That changes.
There's a little bit of life back into
We've
it.
only dealt with a possession spirit once. We lost our friend Lonnie dealing with it. That bastard Thonlund said nothing about this. We need Farwind's ward set up, fast. She went to set her protection wards around the site. Standard practice is to scout for optimal placement. Find Farwind and make sure those wards get set. It should buy us time to figure things out. Do what you need to in order to get Farwind back.
So why are you here picking dirt?
She's tight-lipped about the secrets of her old gods. Maybe I should be less stingy in my donations. Shars and I know a trick or two of our own, but it's Farwind's ward.
Why don't you just give me like a locket or some sort to protect you? I feel like if you've dealt with restoration spirits like that before, the ones that can actually potentially kill you, I mean, yeah, I'd probably try to work on that a little bit. Attack my pretty bear, you know it all. Our DPS is absolute shite though without those subterranean assaults.
You must pardon me a moment. I require focus while I commune with the old gods. They will show me the Jahida of this place and guide my placement of their protective wards.
Show me the Jahida. Yeah, it's capitalized like as if it's a god.
Your help is appreciated. I can fend for myself, but conjuring these wards is taxing, and establishing
It's only the
a spirit
first
barrier
step.
is only the first step. I must continually channel the flow of magic to maintain it for any extended period of time. The wards must align around a focal point as near to the haunting as we dare. Poorly placed, the spirit barrier could appear in an undesired... A body shifter? old gods protect us. Not everyone survived our last brush with something like...
I mean, I feel like if the... What's going on now? I feel like if the Outlanders, or rather I shouldn't say the Outlanders, the native people here were constantly informing you about this, I feel like you would have to explain this at least to a degrees. You have to know about this little secret here, considering that everyone's telling you it. At least prior to me. You don't mind me, I'm just fucking around for a hot second. I need to get that stone. Wherever it's hiding. Ooh, my pretty. Let me take. Although we're not even done close to sky shot hunting, because we gotta do 1,000,000 more of these as soon as we're done. With more wind. Yeah. Nice little traps. Ignore me. I am but a humble little bird. Ooh, goodness. Ooh. No! Bear! What are you doing? Attack it. It's got it. It's actually strange. That bear used to die so quickly. Go, my child. I believe in you. What if I heavy attack at that? Will it attack it? Apparently the command to use to shift, how would I say, shift focus, or like command your pet used to be bound to Y. But that command never really worked. Here, you do that. There you go. Channel the evil spirits, my friend. Or whatever hippie shit does that means. I might have to actually go a somewhat hybrid build if I want to use the AoEs from this. AoEs and allies. I don't know why. Two main things I gush about for characters like this. Fuck yeah, dungeon. Ooh yeah, more of them should actually open up for me too. What's this one offer? Minor heroism. Or icy bolt back at the enemy. Might be good. A lot of this is magic stuff, so we can't really use it a whole bunch. And the dive ability isn't really good for stamina either. All it is a long range firing attack. So like it's like kind of good for... Oh god, I guess it would be for bow builds maybe? I know in PvP it's spammed a lot. Although stand wardens are really effective now that they have all of these extra stand maintaining abilities. Someone's declined the invite? Ah, now everyone's here. Oh yeah, I guess I could also queue up as a tank, but I have absolutely no stamina management. Are you a good level, at least? I don't know, they're all average. Strangely, no wardens, though. I guess I'd be surprised why no one wanted to be warden. God, it costs a little bit of money to actually do it. I actually kind of wish they experimented with more classes more often. It's rare to actually try something. Nope, for some reason they cast that twice. And now I'm completely out of magicka. Where the fuck is my berry even going? I casted my ult on the one guy and he just dashed over here to the archer. I mean, I appreciate your versatility, but you're not doing a hit roll for me. Hey, I take my god, my DPS is so fucking bad. This is 6k DPS. If I was in any raid setting right now, I'd be absolutely lampooned and thrown outside of society. Although to be fair, half my abilities are magicka. I should be surprised if my DPS reaches above 3. So it's kind of working better now. It's getting kind of awkward to actually use these magicka abilities because for some reason they do not pair well with heavy attacks. They keep canceling the heavy attack, but instead of, you know, just queuing up and waiting until the heavy attack finishes, like most other stamina classes, It just randomly cancels it instead. Yeah, it totally makes good sense. It actually doesn't help that I'm also using like a crap ton of healing abilities. The AoE wind effect that I'm using around me, while it is super good at doing passive DPS, it's mostly a giant heal. Especially considering for me I have a lot of health. At least I should have a lot of health. There we go. I actually wonder if a conduit is dependent on my ally stats or my stats. Because actually might be kind of beneficial whether or not to use certain abilities. Whether or not to have a healer use them. There we go, I take. I'm curious, is the Lich still good? Oh yeah, it still is good. I'm curious if they use that in PvP at all. Be absolutely fantastic for like a magical warden who's just spamming heals. Epic. Alright. I'm actually curious trying to see if going for the new Battlefront game would be kind of interesting. Well, I'm not a terribly big fan of the loot crate system, and I don't really want to support that. The game itself, it looks interesting. Although I'm wondering if the 2005 version of Battlefront 2 would be an even better option. I mean, that game looks pretty damn sick too, and it's more akin to the Battlefield series of games with this type of class system. It is not having the occasional spawn for Jedi as well. You can't stop us! That and the passive AoE we're doing, there's no way he's actually going to be able to do a whole lot with those ads. Oh, bastards, he's in a shield. If I had my Sunder Flame right now, this would be perfect. Oh yeah, that ult is definitely necessary right now. I'm feeling the hurt. I actually wish that was the case. We actually could somewhat die from this. The way we could really die from this is that I didn't have any heals activated and I just slowly passively died to minute withering damage. Well, I guess I don't really want to make this too hard. I don't want to piss off the new low-end people. Oh goodness me, I'm fucking tired. I don't know what it is. I've been out all day doing volunteer activities. Okay, let's see how much damage this thing actually does. I'll stand right here in the goddamn death zone. I mean, HP is not even budging. And all I have on me is a passive little regenerative heal. Oh crap, did I never actually finish this quest? Apparently I did not. Who is your husband? Why did you call him Daddy? Did you rely instinctively upon him for all your sexual needs? Because if so, then you are degenerate. And it makes you kind of cool if you can have a passive pet, like a parade of crows that actually manages to go out there and peck people. Ooh, I'll take. Yeah, I don't need it. I think this way is the right one. Yeah, it is. You don't get that room until second story part. Well, I'm not sure if ZeniMax Online is going to be doing two-parter dungeons anymore. It probably takes a longer time to actually set up a two-parter story. And they probably don't have the money to do such a thing anymore. Wouldn't mind seeing them put the creative minds at it again. While their dungeon content is like not as grand as things like Hrothgar or Craglorn, I mean, it certainly is more numerous and the dungeons have improved since the beginning of the game. So I can't really fault them too much. bastard. They're all focusing me. I don't think even the tank's actually a tank. I think he's there just for the sake of it. Nah, to be honest, you don't even need it. Especially at this low end. If aggro actually mattered in a game like this. I just kind of wish they had a dungeoning system similar to that of WoW. Where it actually did matter a little bit of coordination, even at the low ends. Ooh, fucking bolting out of here. Ooh. I take. Really, that DPS was nearly about to fucking die from that. No, they did anything to me. I love how I just passively heals from it. But how much is my healing per second? Okay. Nearly 2,000. I mean, it's not nearly too bad, and pair it with the regeneration ability. It's absolutely massive. With that, and I'm actually passively healing my allies too. Although if I was actually on my two-handed ability, I would be healing him for at least a little bit more. Although I actually would like to try a Magica Warden on this. My god, my allies nearly get two-shotted by this guy. Hey, I find it difficult to even manage to get damaged by his flames. He's fucking vanishing off the map at this point. They clearly definitely took his time to think about this character. Hell, I can't even block that. Spare him, miserliness and Uranus. Haven't you given him a little bit of a gusher too much?
Rulanir didn't deserve that. No one does. He was the school.
A fellow instructor. The thing is, the more you know about her actual history with the other characters. Hey, what's up, Croy? Welcome. You finally made it. Look at that. You can now join us in this holy matrimony of games and borderline delirium. I think it'd be glorious. I was actually trying to look around today for... I'm not sure if you guys are really into the whole streaming gig, but like for green screens and things like that. Try to take a look around here. The only issue is that a lot of the green screens and the things I was trying to look up to actually improve my streams is that it's either it's going to be really cheap and it comes in an excessively huge size, or I can get specifically streamer-made gear that costs an absurd amount of money. God, my internet is lagging like crazy. Like for this one thing, I was trying to get like an all-in-one, how would I say, green screen stowaway type of deal. You could just pull it up and have an instant green screen. I could just phase it out in the background, and all I could see is my face. So I'm about to try and get that for myself. I mean, I already have a DSLR camera, so I would have something to actually pair it with against the green screen. But I'm not entirely sure if it'd be worth the whole effort. Look at that here, you peasants. Kinda wanna try it. With the green screen camera setup. It's just, I'm not entirely sure if people actually like that whole thing. Like, I'm not sure if they see a green screen as a distraction or if an actual is a positive thing. That and the actual cost rate is a little bit expensive. Since getting the whole Garu thing, they overpriced it because of course they're the only ones doing it. They said they could do a little bit of name brand overpricing if they wanted to. Hey, tank! Don't forget about the boss. Just leave it on the DPS. Good fucking job there. Is any of this good gear, really? Oh god, no. Genetic gear, look at that. I'm actually not even sure if the critical strike meta is really even popular anymore. Although I really haven't been with DPS crunchers in a hot second.
So you're the one who's been undoing our work.
Oh no, undoing your work. Spare me from your torture, Daddy. Well, let's see, I can actually stand inside this? Does it actually kill me? Ever so slightly it does. And actually maybe more due to the fact that we don't even have our healer here. Look at that. My character was locked up for over 5-6 seconds waiting for that to actually go away. Or to actually get hit. It's strange how they have to do things like that to actually compensate for server lag. My goodness, my guy is lagging like crazy. It's like very minute things that you really wouldn't be able to tell in most situations if you're a casual. But like when you're doing things like a heavy attack rotation, it's actually really fucking noticeable. Because the character just all of a sudden starts doing its thing for over 2-3 seconds at a time. As if halfway through you just started having a stroke. Yeah, you don't need anything else. Now Hero was actually managing to heal himself up quite nicely. I'm not sure if the Templar has any way to actually heal himself. I know I'm passively doing it to some degree. Do I have to get those heads at the same time? Otherwise, one will just go up and create a new one? I have no idea. It's been a hot second. I can't remember if this is the first phase or if it even has a second phase. I know in the part 2 of this dungeon it usually has a second phase, so I don't think it has one here. There you go, just take that on. Yo, Emperor Palpatine, when did you get here? And it reminds me so much of Battlefront 2 with him. Sitting there with that constant AoE attack. Glorious cheeky with the cunt. Here, fuck it. We outnumber you with the bear alone. Surrender now. Prepare to fight. Yeah, this is where the tank might die. Just due to the sheer number of lightning alone. Keep out a little slower. I'm actually curious if this one's even leveled up yet. I'm not entirely sure if this is the Mort version. There we go, take it. Ooh, and we got a trophy too. Ooh, nice. I can hang that on my kitchen wall, yes? I take for myself. Okay, so it isn't leveled up then. Although it really only gives me critical strike. Not entirely sure if that'd be useful. Do we want that or Major Brutality? I know if I went with a two-handed build, Major Brutality wouldn't be terribly useful. But a Magical Blue Betty wouldn't be really useful for me either. I'd definitely take the weapon critical. So we don't have to use that Fighter's Guild ability at all.
Do you feel that? The others are returning.
I guess we could try that at another point.
I don't know where you found your new friends, Alanway, but they don't seem to fear death. That's admirable.
They can speak to that better than I. But they've bested my husband's wounds. We owe them everything.
I wouldn't mind trying Cleave.
Indeed.
Because then we could try a Cleave subterranean assault combo. Although I'm not sure how well it works. Because Cleave is actually a really it's had ability for two-handed class. You look hot. The thing is, I named this character too. I'm not even sure this is a terrible thing, but I named my character Maik the Bream, which in Dova means pretty. So I'm not too sure if it's cringe-inducing, but it's up there. Solid 3 out of 10. At least in that respect. Thank you for the skill point there, darling. Ooh, fuck yeah, and I leveled up again too. I don't need the stamina cost reduction yet. Definitely need to get more of that sword on board though. My character isn't really dying, so I mean, I guess we could just do shenanigans like this. Oh, ooh, what does this do? Increases your magic and frost damage. I mean, I guess this would passively increase our damage, so I guess I'll take it. I guess I take. Just casually cheering on in the background. Yeah, we're free, but really all you are still dead, so it doesn't even fucking matter. You'll leave this place again for eternal darkness. Not terribly happy feeling. Let's stop that. How OP are you on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? I mean, it's really hard to say because this is low level, so low level is naturally pretty hard to say with absolute frequency. Oh, fuck you. I was going to leave first. I mean, right now, absolute content is easy to do as hell, even with unleveled abilities. Although, to be fair, my DPS right now is only 9,000, which is abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Although, to be fair, I can do more on my other class. Or on my other two-handed ability scale. I need to try it a little bit more often. The thing is, the Subterranean Assault is a difficult ability to use in chains. Ooh, shit, where the fuck did you come from? Hello there, pretty. Welcome to the dark side, Ebola. I give myself a solid 10 on the overpowered scale. We'll give it that. So you stand right here in all this fire and take absolutely no damage. Collapsing them both at the same time. What happened to Rim? You get bored? I mean, to a certain degree, yeah, I did get bored with Rim World. But I mean, I could still play it. I could still enjoy the game as is. I wouldn't really be opposed to doing it like that. It's just, I don't know, the way I play Rim is not very conducive to streaming, because when I log off and then I'm doing streaming, I would still play the game for like an hour or two afterwards, but I wouldn't save it. So then I would play like the same scenarios over and over and over for 2 to 3 hours that you guys would never even see or that I would even save, so like I had no way of self-controlling my playing for it. I wouldn't mind if we played this instead. Hey, well, that's good to hear. I'll just play when I'm interested then, although I may do a little bit more PvP as time goes on. Oh, I just really like doing the dungeons here. I don't know why. Let's not try to do as a tank yet. My stamina regen is too big. Alright, so is this where the war is taking place? Where do I need to take you there, little creature?
Not good. These spirits are being drawn to where our wards need to be placed.
Ooh, did you activate the focal point already before it even got here? This is your fault here. If you made a new character. Well, the thing is, I don't think I have any more character slots.
It's so nice to have visitors, and so
The thing is, I'm out of character slots because I have every type of character at this point. I mean, I have 3 Nightblades, 2 Templars, 2 Sorcerers, and I even think 2 DKs we have to some extent. I mean, the only character we don't have would be a Magical Warden, but I don't know if I have the money for the... I guess I do have the money to open it up. I get crowns as a part of the subscription deal here. Fend off the spirits. Okay, come on. Start doing your summoning here. Don't just stand here, we'll die. Tell us, this creature. Okay, you do you. Yeah. I've played this game for an obscene amount of time. I mean, it'd really be hard for me to even tell how much time I haven't invested into this game at this point. It'd probably have to close to a year. Yeah, definitely all the characters. Actually, I don't know. I had to actually do dash played on all my characters to figure out how much time I spent on them. It has to be really high up, though. I wouldn't be surprised.
More ghosts. They must be under the sway of the Wolf Shifter. He owns.
I would call the new female Ghostbusters, but they're all on maternity leave right now. Yeah, they're too pregnant for this. Ooh. You may be spooking her, but you can't spook me. There you go, cast just little spells here. So let's see how much time do I have to invest on this character. I only have about 20 hours on this character. Yeah, not too expensive right now, but it's something.
This evil has lingered here for a very long time. But have they?
Transmutation geode. 1 transmutation crystal. Fuck yeah. That's what I like to see. Well, the transmutation geode is really only meant for the crafting items. If you get an actual one of those transmutation stations, it allows you to... Ooh. What would it even be called? Transmutation station to give you those little crafting writs. Alright, the crafting writs to transmutation. God, I'm too tired of this. So then I can actually change a trait on gear later on in life. But I don't even really use it that much. Hey Panda, I've never seen your face. That's strange. I mean, I've streamed with a webcam. No, I've streamed with a webcam before. That's why I was talking about getting a green screen. It's just that streaming with a webcam wouldn't be nearly as obstructive, because the main issue barring me from streaming, besides just being not using it very often. But
No! Touch the light! Set the ward!
She did. So like when I actually activate the face cam, all you can see is just all the junk I have in my background. So like you can see all the boxes I have for all of the like technology I bought. Is that my Bakugan? I'm not even sure if you guys any remember that fucking anime from 3-4 years ago, Bakugan, that whole big craze. I have a box of that right in the back right now. A figurine and just a bunch of other weird shit that I bought over the years. That, and there's just a general mess behind me. Because I haven't done... well, I mean, it's clean in here. It's just that there's like shit spewed around from clothing from the day. Okay, yeah, it's not very organized in here. I'll give you that. So that's why I don't want to stream either. If I just start streaming like this, so you guys see, or rather, use a face cam, and you guys see all this crap at the backdrop, you're like, wow, look at this piece of shit. I fought through stars. Yes. Actually sounds German more than anything. I don't think anyone cares about the background, Lil. You think about that, but then you see the background and you're like, wow, sir, I can see your penis pump in the background. Can you stop that? I will have to call the police on you. And that, I mean, the idea of having the green screen too just sounds kind of fun to do. I mean, you can start using that more often just to fuck with the backdrop. Like, I can just, like, sit here and pet my character's head if I had a green screen, although that'd be really fucking weird. I was thinking about getting one, actually. Where is it here? Since this is a stream thing, I guess it can involve you guys. No, I don't need access to my pictures right now. Where is it? Okay. Where is it here? This thing right here. It's just, this thing is so fucking overpriced. It blows my mind. Where is display capture 1? I don't know. Unwindow that. There we go. So this would be what I would get if I was to actually do green screening and all that. Mostly just because I'm working with like limited space here, and a lot of the other options you see down here. This is about what, 58 inches wide, so it's about 3.8 feet across. But if I try to do any of like those green screen options, it's like, oh, we'll make this 20, 10 feet, 100 feet across with a shitload of drape on the floor. Besides looking messy as hell, looking like I just put up a green blanket, it is just a janky ass setup. You're asking if you're asked to get handed to you. I mean, maybe I could do that if rather than like those huge cloth backdrops, if I flipped my station around, had it facing against the wall, and then draped a huge fucking green blanket. Oh, that'd be really awkward then, because I wouldn't have anywhere to move my chair, and I'd just be bashing into the wall constantly. And there's trimming here. You'll destroy the whole thing. Set your stage in seconds. I love how they're trying to make it seem so professional, and all you're just sitting there fucking streaming. Immerse yourself into the game room. And even have proper lighting there. Disgusting. Before I died. Maybe you might see that one day. Maybe you won't. We'll see. I mean, oh god, there has to be at least one video where I've had it up. And I was also thinking about using a DSLR camera. I'm not sure what those are, but super high quality cameras meant for taking pictures, but they have super great color accuracy. I could potentially use those. I could potentially. But I swear I have... I swear I have streams where I showed my face. Of course, I can't fucking tell where I had those at. Because I didn't really mark them where... where they had the actual... face cam in there. What's in room 2? I invaded Brit. No, it wasn't that one. Yeah, it's somewhere in here. I know I had at least one face cam. But recent, yeah, no. I haven't done it recently. It just may have been like a thing where I may have been uncomfortable with the whole idea. The thing is, like, you always hear stories about where Twitch streamers are harassed, berated, or like somehow face consequences for using face cams and shit like that. But at the same time, I like it. I don't know, it may just be the paranoid side of me that doesn't use it, but at the same time, I have that social side that wants me to actually do it. And the thing is, I bought a fucking camera specifically for it. I think that's even though I'm stopping myself. Because the thing is, I have... Where is it at? It's a little shit tier webcam. It's like a Logitech 1080p 60 FPS webcam. Doesn't have very good color accuracy, but it has a little bit of a functionality for tracking your face and things like that. Ooh, I ready. I could try that. Like if I get an Elgato streaming setup where I'm allowed to actually stream the video from my camera to my PC, I could try that. Go with my Nikon D3300. It shouldn't matter what other people think. True, but it could lead to maybe an actual actions per se. Because what they think, yeah, I don't know. I really don't care what they think per se. It's what they will do. Maybe that might be a particularly persnickety issue. Yes?
My righteous friend, what are you doing with your hands?
It intimidates the ghosts when I stand like this. It tricks them into believing that I'm the one wielding this power.
You look like an idiot.
Be gone, evil spirits. Be gone. Oh, hey. It worked.
Okay, at least that was actually legitimately funny. The good part of the dialogue there that actually made it believable was like a psych skit. What others do? Yeah, like, in terms of like if they start berating me for my looks, that might be a potential issue. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. But yeah, I guess I could do the face cam at some point. I just don't have it set up right now. It's all ripped up in behind me, and I just don't feel like doing it. If I cleaned up my room a little bit, yeah, I could do it. Although I would like to do it with the green screen if I get that. It wouldn't be too bad of an option. Hello. No, Lenlo, I meant to say Henlo. Oh, fuck. I can't do it right. Please let me loot. I must make food. Alright, we're good. Although, do we have everyone here? Yes, we do have everyone here. They're actually getting their food up for this, though. Guys are so much more professional than me. Looks like my gear is starting to get a little bit more shitty, too. Oh, it looks like everyone here actually knows how to do DPS, though. And my DPS for Templar just spam that fucking spear. I need to get back to used to doing combat here together. Playthings. Fucking creepy ass spider lady. It's like Cruella de Vil mixed with a smoker, and then added in a tad bit of prostitute personality. You got the spinner. Although there's pretty much every spider danger here. I'll have to see. I may get a green screen and try to actually start doing it. I also want to get a little bit of the what is it? I wouldn't like to say audio foam because it's not like terribly accurate, but like suppression foam, a little foam you can place around the room to help with like things like echo. I kind of want to try to get something like that. See if that helps a little bit. Just so that like whenever I start streaming or whenever I start recording, you don't hear as much of that background noise or echo. So it doesn't sound nearly as bad. I probably shouldn't be worrying about things like that. Yeah, that's meant to actually improve stream quality, but at the same time, I'm not a terribly good streamer, so is it really worth warranting such lavish items to actually improve stream quality? It's like saying, oh yeah, I mean, I can ride a skateboard, and then you start spending 20 hours getting the most elaborate longboard set up, and then maybe going down the hill once at your local pool or some shit. It's kind of feeling like it. Maybe I could use this as like a way to move defeat as well. I also just kind of need to find a game really where I'm back into it as a huge passion. Because I mean, I do like Elder Scrolls Online. It's just maybe I'm not sure if maybe people want to see leveling for 300 hours a day. They see leveling, they tune out, lobotomize. They send ice picks through their skull and kill themselves. Maybe not that extreme, but yeah, I feel it could be that, yes? Or maybe I could try to do like a dual stream where I play both RimWorld and Elder Scrolls Online at the exact same time. So like I would have RimWorld in the background while I sit here and try to do dungeons. Yeah, my character just keeps locking up. I could do it. I mean, RimWorld is not that extreme on my CPU. Although I wish this tank would stop fucking moving. Jesus Christ. He's moving around like he's got something itching in his pants. Sir. Well, I guess it makes sense. He is a fucking werewolf right now, which has absolutely no taunt whatsoever. I actually wouldn't mind being a werewolf per se, if you could still keep doing things like self-buffs as opposed to just being in that badass werewolf state forever. Well, the thing is, I really couldn't even be a werewolf for that long. Because all my ult would be taken up by this bear. Closer. Spider Mom, aren't you even a little bit concerned that you just had join Spider a fucking day for no reason? Not concerning at all, a little bit? Are you sure you're okay?
Whispers grow louder. We must hurry. My head's pounding. Hard to think.
I love how he's going in there, saying he's barely able to think, he's about to die, and he just continues to push his on. We got this, man. We just killed the spiders by ourselves. Why don't you guys just go dodge off backwards? Free points, I'll take. Maybe I should mug you for them. Oh, blood, it pleases me. Kinky. An adventure update. I have no idea what the hell that even does.
They mean to take her from us. Stop them.
Does it actually in the end manage to give us any sort of goods, or is it just like an update to something else they're doing on the website? I don't know, I haven't really checked that out. Just keep snaring, keep snaring. Ooh, don't you fucking dare. Maybe this guy is actually not taunting because I'm actually using... Or except I have my sword and board out. Maybe he's too intimidated by it. Ooh, let's take a look at this. What do you got for us? Oh, he should. Our two-handed ability already does that, though.
Burn it! Aid me!
I feel like someone else has to be doing a lot more DPS than me. Well, I'm actually curious if one of these people are actually high-end characters. Oh yeah, these guys are level 16. Although they're they're actually not level 16 just yet. Or veteran rank 16, or hell, they don't even have veteran ranks. CP 160 yet. CP 160 actually is the max level. Technically right now. The living system's so good in this game. It's just really an amalgamation of shit left over from the previous system. Ew, we just take his head off. Ooh. Can I use that? Oh wait, no I can't. I don't even have an extra skill point left. Ah, fuck it. Let's go.
I need aid.
I'd love being inside the voice recording suit when I had to actually sit there and tell them, sound as if you were partially drunk. Or maybe they just have like a shitload of sake there ready for them to slam back. And they start doing some voice recordings. So, your objective is to sound possessed. Like a evil drugged up magical witch has started to tickle your throat with her two very long bony fingers just sitting there scratching the back of it. Oh fuck, I'll go out then. Fine, I'll be the captain. I'll be you going to the captain of this ship. Look at me. You want the fanfic?
Healer!
Ooh, God, the fanfic. What the devil does that sound like? That sounds like some perverted act of, like, sticking each other's fins down your throat. And what do you mean by that? Like, are you creating one? Or do you want me to read one? I mean, I've read fanfics before on Discord or, like, Ventrilos to fuck with people. Like, extremely grotesque, erotic, like, Sherlock Holmes fanfictions. There's strangely an abundance of those. What's good to go here? Got nothing. Alright, we're fine.
Incorruptible creatures, you dare to defy me? I'll kill you all.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. From Batman and... No, the homoerotic fanfic from Batman and the Matrix when Neo met Robin. So, like, it involves all the characters in the Batman universe. Like, you have Batman and Robin there trying to fuck Neo up the ass. From the double bat. Oh, fuck. I didn't even read that. I just ignore the messages from Gatherbot. You know, to be honest, I wouldn't even be surprised if there was a fanfiction like that. You should, like, actually go search it. I will pay you to actually find a fanfic of Robin and Batman. Or of Neo, Robin, and Batman. Engaged in all-out sexual warfare. It's for the ultimate desire. Although Gatherbot should go 10 steps further and actually give you an option to read it out. Do you wish to spend 30 panda points to read out outrageously sexy fanfiction? A joke! Yeah, don't do it, they get banned. For all you know, next thing you know, the FBI is gonna be fucking tracking you. Trying to exterminate the degenerate that is fanfic readers. Oh, she just keeps pushing me away, darling. Pushing me away only brings me in stronger. Ooh, shit. How did the tank lose aggro already? I'm just sitting here, man. Ooh, keep moving back. He's gonna kill you. Nice. Please tell me a chest over here. Okay, we got nothing. Ooh, this is good though. Ooh, we're gonna take this out actually. Automaton's ring, let's get that out of there. And I think we actually need the food too. Oh yeah, my food was completely out. But does no one here actually have the quest either? I mean, I should be go again. I actually kind of want to look at the crown crate items real quickly. Thanks for the runs, y'all. Slight emphasis on the L to make it a little bit more erotic. Ooh, I'll take that scale. That I can actually use. Although I do kind of find it actually bull shenanigans that they actually have the Akaviri motif in the crown crates. Because that actually used to be an exclusive thing to people who actually PvP'd in a shitload. But I guess maybe more with the double alliance points events, they probably don't have nearly as much gusto into it as much. I wouldn't be surprised. There we go, okay. So actually, I did want to take a look at that. So the crown crates in this system, of course, it has a crate system because everything has to have a fucking crate system. Well, these ones are actually kind of interesting. So, I mean, for the Apex rewards, of course, you have the... Oh, wait. Oh! That's interesting. A new legendary skin, not for an mount, but for your character. Ooh, shit. I mean, it looks cool, but at the same time, my character, I made her specifically sexy, so with that skin on, you can't really look at it too much. I actually do like it's like a lava mount type of deal. Might be a little bit uncomfortable to ride. I love how it still just has a nice leather satchel as if it's not going to burn you. An entire motif style. That's cheeky how cheap you can get that. It's actually probably pretty cheap now to get on the auction house too, to be honest. And we don't really need that. I was thinking about more... Now that may be a little bit too ridiculous to get. Oh, that does look pretty lit. I've been seeing people wear these around more looking like dipped toothbrushes. I don't know, it almost works for her. It almost works for her. She definitely looks like one of those scene chicks straight out of Los Angeles. I love how the actual base of the hair though stays the same color, so it's not looking like a weird mismatched pair. I mean, it almost works. It is kind of my thing. I do like that scene look. Although I really like the one they have for the lizards. It looks like a huge peacock feather picking out like that. Although I do already have a decent hairstyle from another one of them. Where's it at? So the usable ones. I think where it is. It's the one with a weird looking multicolored pattern on it. Yeah, this one, the main and mini rivers, where you start having that multicolored hair dye. It doesn't really look that good, to be honest. Some homoerotic fan fiction of Batman for you. You know, it's probably for the better of things, to be honest. Reading homoerotic fan fiction has been linked to increases of melanin on your brain sheaths. So you will actually be smarter in the end. You know what? You can go ahead. You can say thank you already. I don't fucking know what I'm smoking. Oh wait, did I already get rid of it? No, we still have it. Interesting. So this thing, let's put that away. This is my home, by the way. If you couldn't really take this. Can I be smarter? It may be a little bit hard to figure out, but I think you can be. But yeah, this is my house. I've really gone overboard with the foliage here. I don't know why I like the overabundance of foliage. Homoerotic fan fiction. Specifically homoerotic. The stuff that makes you intelligent. Even got ourselves a little crafting station here. It's a beautiful creation here. I love it. I've done a lot of work with the outside. Even got ourselves here a handmade garage full of beautiful bubbles. Yeah, the housing editor can actually allow you to make some really interesting base designs. I love that. We got little fish racks here. The inside is not as well done. It's only minutely covered. Hell, I could barely even cover the floors. Kept running out of space though. Ooh, I can actually probably add more trophies, to be honest. Where is it at? The statues wouldn't be that bad of an option to add. Yeah, look at this. I could actually add all of these in here. The bust included. I think it looks quite dapper down there. Fuck, what was I going to do, though? I actually wanted to... Settings, new.
Bakruti is pleased to see you. Do not be sad, my friend. There are
Ah, yes.
grades available for purchase.
So that we can actually turn into gems. And so that allows us to get... Yeah, so we're up to 44. Yes, we can actually get these epic rewards here. So these are from a long time ago. At least that is. So I could get the old peacock with a mask. To get or not to get. It'd really only be for the lizard. Get on this character, I have to change up the gear a tad bit before I could use it. Fuck it, why not? Let's get it. All we gotta do now is just make the gear a little bit black. I think we have a dye station in here, to be honest. We should be able to do it right from home. Yeah, fuck yeah, we got this. Yeah, shoot. Why not? Let's show it. Ooh, okay. Dye station. Still, is this tab meant for? Okay, okay. So let's take a look here. What can we actually dye? We gotta make the whole set maybe a little bit darker to actually adjust for it. Maybe a little bit too dark. Sergeant's charcoal. The thing is, the chest plate's still actually a solid gray color too, so it wouldn't make too much sense. See, the cloth fabric is actually really able to take that in quite nicely. Let's try that one and maybe lighten the shoulder pads up a tad bit. I mean, it is brown leather. Here, okay, let's see if we can make that white instead. Maybe a slight red color. Ooh, that looks hideous. Does it look like plastic? Would the Craglorn red blend in any well? Ooh, goodness, no. Actually, wait, before I do this, decline. That's actually... Is it already red? That was not red before. Okay, that's strange. For some reason, the colors are all fucked up. These didn't actually adjust. Like, this shouldn't be red. That should be white, like that. And it's extracted out white. Okay, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense. We'll take it all. Alright, there you go. Now it adjusts. So if we just if we had that ruby throne red, it would actually look a little bit better. The only thing with that though is that you have to actually be a fucking... wouldn't be considered a Jedi or a general. But you gotta be really high up in that PvP ranking for it. Alright, so now we can be a scene YouTuber. Ta-da! I mean, it kind of works with her. It kind of works with her, to be honest. It's a new aesthetic. We'll go with it. Instead of being hippie now, we are like a Jedi in a sense. We're not a fucking Jedi. I like it though. I like it. Why not? It's a new aesthetic. Oh, I look quite edgy. I look like I want to be a made-up... I don't want to say Jedi character. But it kind of makes it look like I want to be a made-up Sith Lord. I don't know, maybe if we actually get those other colors, we might look a little bit better. That ruby throne red, though. That actually looks immensely fucking fantastic. The thing is, though, it is also not even really that exclusive of a color, because if you're a part of a PvP guild, per se, they kind of really just change out Emperorship with mass raids. I mean, throw in 2 raids into a single campaign, and there you go, you just cycle that shit in and out. Yeah, I think our character looks smashing. But let's bring out the little automaton. Oh wait, yeah! We're gonna go feed him too. We haven't fed this little thing in ages. Baby starving. Yeah, let's actually go back to the base. Completely by doing the passive shit too. Oh crap, we haven't even got our daily rewards for lots of our characters. Actually kind of nice though, because for next, how would I say, update, we actually get a costume designer that we can actually use. So it basically allows us to mix and match whatever we've created before and then use that as our permanent armor set.
I can help clean things up around here. I know how to keep them moving.
Where the fuck is the stable master actually?
You're going.
Do they even have one here? Okay, where's a different town? Does this one have a stable master? Yes, that one does. But I'll take my services elsewhere, you peasants. I feel like for a developing city, they would have somebody here who deals with horses. Considering half their shit here had to be at least told by it. Whatever. Take it as it like. Okay. I don't know. I'm feeling quite tired. Should we actually do another dungeon for now? You know, I think we may just call it good, because I may go offline and try to actually maybe order some more of that. How would I say? I don't want to say exotic goods. I may try to order the green screen. Maybe we can do that. We can try it. Then I need to also get the camera as well if I wanted to do that as well. So I don't know. Yeah, it's for another day. I'll leave it there for now. Yeah, because I'm getting really fucking tired, and I don't know if I get to talk anymore because my voice is getting shot. So definitely want to thank you all for joining me. Sorry this wasn't the most thrilling. It's getting back into Elder Scrolls. I got to give my jive back with this at some point. It might take me a whole second, though. We'll see. We'll see. So definitely want to thank you all for joining me. If you had fun, make sure to like and subscribe on whatever platform's your favorite. Although I am streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer, and Twitch does have a loading system and RPG system built into chat, so get a hold of that while it's still available. But other than that, permanent archive of this will be on YouTube forever. There's links down below to my social media if that's your gig, and Discord if you want to join the community and get notified whenever I get live. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time, and I might be able to stream tomorrow, assuming if work doesn't bog me down again, so we'll see. We'll see. So, Corey, keep reading those homoerotic fan fictions, and you know what? You'll be the next Einstein. Fuck. I can't even enunciate words. You fucking articulate them. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.